Well, the One Musicfest wrapped up over the weekend at Piedmont Park, drawing thousands of music fans over 2 days to enjoy performances across all different kinds of musical genres. This year marked the festival's 16th anniversary with headliners like Future and the highly anticipated return of the Dungeon Family. Organizers say the crowd was more diverse and international than ever, and security was stepped up with fenced entry, bag checks, and wand screening. The weekend closed with a hometown performance by Atlanta's own Ludacris, leaving fans already talking about next year.